Next is a character that had quite a glow up. Of course, I'm talking about Her Royal Highness Princess Peach. Like I said, she had quite a glow up compared to the first game. Her role as a defensive character remains, but with her new protector class, she focuses more on protecting her allies. Her primary weapon is the Boombrella, which works just like the boom shot from Kingdom Battle. It's a shotgun that fires in a cone and has a high damage drop off the further you stand away from your target. The damage output is kinda mid, but it's also quite useful for damaging enemy cover. Also in this game, it ignores partial cover, which is always nice. Her focus lies on her special technique Team Barrier. This grants every teammate in range up to 4 charges, which protect them from any damage or even elemental effects. This is easily one of the best defensive tools in the game. It's not only great for getting the more fragile characters off the hook, but it's also perfect for the offensive team members at the front lines. Her movement also improved quite a bit, since it was truly awful in the first game. Her movement skill is the Barrier Jump Assist, which I really like. It grants an ally 1 extra team barrier charge if Peach performs a team jump with that ally. It's basically a good tool to bridge the cooldown of Team Barrier. As a bonus, she can also dash twice, which gives her extra utility at close range. Peach became one of the most useful characters in Sparks of Hope. Sure, her damage output isn't mind-blowing or anything, but that wasn't her area in the first place. I love how the developers made her kit so valuable that she's always worth a slot in your party. This leads me to putting her at the front of the A tier, but you could definitely argue that she can go in the S tier. Another defensive hero is the newcomer Rabbid Rosalina. This enthusiastic rabbit is the demotivator of the bunch, which means that her task is to immobilize the enemy team. Her signature technique, Ennui, I hope I pronounced that right, inflicts the stasis effect on every foe within range. The stasis effect locks enemies out of any actions. Fully upgraded, it lasts for 2 turns, which is just amazing. The Wake Up Slap skill makes that enemies receive 30% more damage, just like Rabbid Luigi's vulnerable skill. The only downsides to Ennui are the medium range and the quite long cooldown, but this just balances this ability out. Her movement skill Ennui Dash also inflicts stasis to an enemy, which is very useful since if enemies are in range, you can per turn make one of them useless for the next 2 turns if you don't attack him. She can only dash once, but her dash damage and effect make well up for it. Her movement is overall also pretty good, I would say. As her weapon, Rabbid Rosalina uses a mid-range minigun, the Kaboomer. I have to address that the damage output of that thing is really great, especially if you remind yourself of the fact that she's a defensive class. The really high crit chance expands that DPS even further. It also can easily break through cover, which is very useful to expose your targets to your other heroes. Rabbid Rosalina is my favorite newcomer in Sparks of Hope, due to her usefulness in battle and her enthusiasm. I really enjoyed using her in my party since she brings so much to the table in terms of defense and offense. In my opinion, she's really underrated and definitely deserves a spot at the A tier.
Everybody tells you reading stories will put kids to sleep, but it never works. It didn't in my house. The cats nestle close to their kittens. The lambs have laid down with the sheep. You're cozy and warm in your bed, my dear. Go the fuck to sleep. The windows are dark in the town, child. The whales huddle down in the deep. I'll read you one very last book if you swear you'll go the fuck to sleep. Go the fuck to sleep. For real, shut the fuck up and sleep.